Put it in the shed in the greenhouse.
Oh, because the rats.
Bye, Phil. Good evening.
Yeah.
Hi, Craig. Hi, Rebecca.
That's what I like about Phil. He's just so professional. There's nobody better in the industry than Phil.
That was the best timing ever.
Hi, Dana.
Oh, hey, Donna. Rebecca,
hey,
hey,
Donna.
Craig.
Poor old Phil.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
That was too funny.
Rice pudding's nearly done.
Okay, baby.
Shush.
Nothing.
Don't be mean.
I'm not mean.
What else
Guys
do I
just screamed hi, Trond.
Hello, James.
Hey, he's back.
Hello, that was timing, Phil. Good
I might
evening.
have accidentally clicked a button that I shouldn't have clicked and I kicked myself out.
You know what, Phil? That's the one thing I love about you is you're consummate professional. Right? You are just like the best. Nobody better.
Man, the way my internet's been, I'll probably drop in a minute as well, and then I'll end up being kicked out of the game like
Oh,
last
God.
Monday.
Your internet's still not good.
I go through ages.
Yeah,
This is where
I
I
was
am.
playing sometimes as well.
Either that or one of the new editions will start calling and deafen everyone.
What is it?
All will be revealed on Wednesday's video. Oh, you know anyway.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, Phil. Can you actually remember? You can. That's okay then.
Yeah.
Well, it only seems to be in the morning so far, so hopefully it should be all right.
So far.
It just seems to call from about 6 a.m. to like 2 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Constant, non-stop.
That would be outside in my house. Woke me up at 6 a.m. and put you.
So, yeah.
Ah. Why are you writing on the piece of paper rude stuff like that? That's disturbing. We're on a live. Do you not write stuff like that on your
No,
piece
I'm
of
not.
paper?
I'm writing the
You're
list.
gonna love it.
Right. So leaflet stickers, box labels, information boards, supply stock, buy equipment, make terrarium, paperwork, make t-shirts, and design a banner. Is there anything else?
No,
Oh, and there's have it cooktops.
done all the ordering, haven't you?
No, that's on here.
I've started ordering all my stuff, Phil, to do the country shows.
Oh yeah.
I've ordered myself a camping diesel heater, so it doesn't give off any fumes. Like inside, it basically heats up the air that goes through this fan. 8 kilowatts, so it'll heat up a 6 meter by 6 meter space.
Not that it's going to be used very often
No, it's
because
gonna
it
be
was
used,
way
but-
too hot in that gazebo last year.
But I thought in the mornings
To
in
the,
the
point,
summer,
to the point people were walking in and going, "Oh Jesus!" and walking out.
Says
But
hello,
it
Craig.
but it is still the point that you want it warm when you start off. You want it a nice
Yeah,
mid-20s.
yeah. When we get there first thing in the morning, sometimes it's a bit cooler.
So it was like 85 quid.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I didn't think that was bad. Like what I'm going to do is put it on, and then heat the whole tent up, and then bring all the animals in and probably turn it off. I probably won't need it again. But it's got like a wireless thermostat, so you click that to the wall, and it'll heat and cool as you need the tent, so it'll hold it at a nice temperature. I thought that was quite good.
Yeah. 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 It should take the chill off and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently you can run it as well, and it'll just act as like a blower, so it'll create a breeze as well. So it won't heat the air; it'll just blow non-heated air through as well. I thought it'd be quite handy.
Put temps up and down, I think, on it as well. Yeah, Craig. You sure there's nothing else I need to do?
Yeah.
Could you design some of those pull-down tablecloths for the tables, or would that be too much?
What do you mean the pull-down tablecloth?
You know what we had for our wedding? Go over the legs.
Don't need to do that because we've got the banners that go over the tables.
We have. I'm sure.
We just need to buy some of those. Trying to think what else we
Yeah.
need.
My parents are doing a display next weekend. Well, next Sunday,
I
Monday.
got one tomorrow. I got one
Oh,
tomorrow.
nice. Yeah, but that's a country display,
Yeah.
not a show
No, not a
thing.
show thing. We've been offered to do that. Remember that one I went to last year that was like living hell?
Yeah, remember we said there was one that was like everybody was on something and they were a bit like a nightmare and
Oh yeah.
yeah, we've been asked to do that again and we're like,
What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to put my price up by like 80 quid. And then if they pay it, great. If they don't, great.
Hey Jade.
Hey Jade,
Hi, Jade.
is rice pudding ready?
It will
Hey,
be,
Jade.
as soon as it goes pink.
I'm trying to think what else I need to do.
Do we need to feed geckos tonight?
No.
Oh, number 2 just finished, Leo.
Oh, nice. Send pictures.
Oh,
Right, cool
great.
down. Third one on.
Spin-off species like they can be granted from a year for most species, sometimes a little bit less, right up to like the tree and flat rocks are like having troglodytes up to like 5 years.
That's mental.
You planning on having that guy you had on your live the other night, Phil? The one from
Responsible reptile.
yeah. That was really good live. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, he said straight away after the stream that he's able to. He offered to come on again at any point and stuff, even just to chat. Like
If
just
anyone hasn't seen it, I
anything
suggest
reptile sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
If anybody,
and less
yeah, if
about
anybody
anyone
legal
hasn't
stuff
hasn't
sort
watched
of
it,
thing.
go watch it. It was brilliant. It was a really good live. It's one of the best lives you've done in ages, mate. It was really good. Really good.
It's sort of like, yeah, I was like, it's an important topic. It'd be good to get, him on if I can. And yeah, I was appreciative that he said yes straight away.
that was brilliant.
And sort of thing, organise it straight away. And sort of thing. So it was a bit of a wait after I got him, cannon booked, but that's all good.
No, Leo, you are not allowed to keep this one.
He's certainly a busy man.
I would imagine he is, especially now with all what's going on.
Yeah, and literally sort of travelling everywhere.
What, in his boat?
Yeah. Well, about that, you travel to parts of Europe as well as the States and stuff to discuss these things. And
Oh yeah, Phil, I got a message.
I can't remember if he said it's been released or it's about to be released, where they brought over Norwegian keepers to film some Norwegian keepers in the UK discussing the issues in Norway.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, with proposed rebanning of reptiles over there, which is stupid because I'm sure Tron, you'll say even when they were banned, people still kept.
Yeah. I just read from one of the main
No, Leo.
not clubs, but sort of a club that has to do with reptiles in Norway. And the estimated number before they were legal was 100,000 reptiles. And the estimated number now that they are legal is 150,000. But so it's like a 50,000 individ increase, but now all of them has you don't have to be afraid to go to the vet, and the vet actually knows stuff about reptiles because they have to.
But what are they expecting to happen in Norway? It's bloody cold where you live, Trond, right? Honest to God, right? Half the reptiles we keep aren't going to survive over there anyway.
No, but what they are using as an argument for banning them again is they are saying that people are getting infected with salmonella and stuff from reptiles. And the only registered case in Norway since reptile has been legal is one, and that came from a not serious dealer of food for the reptiles. It wasn't the actual reptile that infected the...
Now, we can all say this, right? Probably out of all of us, me and Phil have handled probably the most amount of reptiles, right? Now, be honest with me, Phil, right? We've all forgotten to wash our hands at certain point, right? Right?
Yep.
I haven't got salmonella.
Handling something, got an apple in one hand and a sandwich in the other, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
I haven't got salmonella, and you haven't got salmonella. I know you can, but I think the risk is you could say the same if you picked up a box of eggs.
But the fact that more people have caught salmonella from cucumbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that says a lot.
Another reason is that they don't think people can look after them good enough.
Well, that is one thing that I would definitely have to agree with.
Well, no, it's like I've told you before, though. It's not all people.
No, it's not all. It's not all.
Yeah.
And the reptile community won't talk badly about any other hobby because we need to stand united if we're gonna come past this. But we all know for a fact there's more abuse in people keeping hamsters, rabbits, and all sorts than there is of people keeping snakes or a few lizards. That's just a fact.
There we go.
We're back. Sorry about that.
So, The main reason that nobody wants to talk about is that it's just people are scared and don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
It's
And
it's
it's easy to scare people about these sorts of animals as well, because people
Did
don't
anyone see
understand.
that thing on the Did anyone see that thing it was on Facebook for me the other day, in the Daily Star? They were going on about be careful of your Easter holidays because of the dangerous, poisonous snakes that are in the UK.
I mean,
It
that's
was-
the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
going on at the
that
minute
is the
because
thing.
there's adders about, and everybody's like, "Oh my
Yep.
God, it's an adder! It's going to kill
I had a
you."
woman the other day in Abergavenny come up to me. She said, "You're the man that keeps snakes, aren't you?" I was like, "Yes." She went, "Oh, my friend found an adder in her garden. Would you go and move it?" I went, "No."
Why?
Because I'm leaving it alone. By the time she goes back, it'll have buggered off anyway.
True. You could have moved it out of the garden. Though.
Yeah, I probably could have, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it go on its business. It's doing what it does. It's doing its thing.
True. People need to learn to live with the animals that are around them.
I had a friend get in touch with me this week, and he rescued an elk, right? And he turned around and told me that the enclosure it was in was absolutely disgusting. There was no in there, and it hadn't been looked after, and it came from a vet. A vet owned it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I said to him, I said, well, if he's in the profession of looking after animals, why can't he look after his own?
Yep. I wouldn't want to go to that
Actually,
far.
over here, it's actually sad because I don't know where it's like where it started, but we have one particular snake in Norway that are actual venomous and can kill people. And it's on the verge of being extinct, so it's on the red list. And if you kill one, you get fined 10,000 Norwegian crowns. And people are so scared of them, they refuse to call any animal rescue, anything. They just get a shovel, hack it into pieces, and bury it. People
It's
are
sad,
so
isn't it?
scared of them, and
Yep.
but they also don't think of if you kill all of them, the rodent population in Norway, God help us all, it will rise to that.
Rise, body.
Yeah. That's right. And I mean, even in the UK, like, I find like teachers teaching kids in school to do things like that
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's all, you know. I mean, I had this as well. So, school holidays here. I was in the carpet python enclosure doing the temperature checks and stuff and making sure he was all right because he was hiding. There's probably because the amount of people. So I can't say I blame him. Sort of thing. And as I come out, like people were like, "Oh my God, are you not scared to go in there? What if it's a poisonous snake?"
Oh my God.
Sort of thing. The temptation I had to be like, as long as I don't try and eat it, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I've got to
See, the thing
maintain-
is, I don't think I
I've got
could
to
be a
be
zookeeper and
professional.
deal with somebody like that. Because I would end up literally just having to say something stupidly sarcastic to them.
Sort of thing. Sort of thing. It was kind of like the thing, like, yeah, I wanted to be, really sarcastic to him, or even be like, "Oh my God, I didn't think of that." Sort of thing, like,
Yeah.
I've done that one, Phil. I've done that.
I would have literally just gone, "What, there was a snake in there? Did you see it? Oh my God, where was it?"
It's just sort of like, seriously.
Craig, yeah, many people think it's too cold in Norway to house anything but other than moose and wolves. But no, animals do adapt, and reptiles.
They're
You'd
involved
think
there.
people wouldn't be afraid of a snake though when you've got fucking bears and fucking moose walking around.
No, people are, because I think it has to do with like old movies and misconceptions and
But the
stuff.
thing is, a bear or a moose will do a hell of a lot more damage than a snake.
Well,
Even venomous snakes.
the viper we have is actually like deadly. There is people killed by snakes in Norway.
But regards to snakes, you also taught or tend to be taught from a young age that snakes are a symbol of evil.
Yeah.
That's why I like them. That's what drew me to them.
Sort of
Yeah,
thing,
but that's
like, and even in like just language in general, like if you don't like someone, or you might call them a snake in the grass and stuff. So there's all these negative connotations around them.
Yeah.
That amplify, and then people will just believe it. On my ex, he was a serpent, and all this at the other.
Yeah. I find it's I don't know, like, because I don't have a degree in psychology and know how the human brain works and stuff like that. But we did a test because where I used to live with my mom, we did like this in math. We picked our own subject and had to do like calculate risks and what's the odds chance of things happening, and we actually came to the conclusion that in that part of Norway where I used to live then, like everybody hates snakes and are terrified of them, but was a 55% bigger chance of someone being killed by a wolverine than by a snake.
Yep.
Yeah.
But nobody talks about the wolverine, they talk about the snake.
Hey, Moisty.
I must admit,
He's early today.
I must admit, since I've been working at the cattle market and that in the kitchen, and like some of the old blokes that used to come in there, they know what I do for a sort of a hobby, and they're quite interested in it. Like I've had loads of them come up to me like this year and said, "Oh, I found a nest of grass snakes over there." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, what'd you do with it?" "Well, I just left them alone." He said, "They're going to get rid of all my rats for me, and they're according to you." I went, "Well, yeah, they'll eat all the rats and mice." And I said, "They'll do your farm the world of good." He said, "I just left them alone." I've had about 3 or 4 different farmers tell me that, and that's like, well, at least it proves they're actually listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is it. I think education is really, really important. I think they need to be put it more into mainstream media.
It's always the negative stuff. It's always the negative thing. There's not a positive thing. Like, you get the odd thing on social media about that little girl that's friends with the retic. Remember, the one that's like it like kills right round and like they play together and stuff. That's quite nice, but it's normally that kid would be eaten by the retic.
Yeah.
Negative stuff sells.
Negative sells over positive. Positive doesn't sell really at all. But also, you'll find mainstream media will twist positive into negative.
Yeah.
And if you've done that with with the Finland Ralph Spider in the UK, but zoos have got together. Like, although London was one of them, probably Whipsnade, I think the Deep, Chesington, a few others got together to help rear up Finland Ralph Spider spiderlings, and then when they're big enough, release them back to back into the wild.
Yeah.
passed the project over to the RSPB to do the monitoring. And when the RSPB reported, it was last year that there was like something like 10,000 breeding females, which is amazing.
Hmm.
Suddenly, their report of like this good conservation, that got twisted, and suddenly there was headlines of irresponsible zoos release spiders into the UK. These spiders are invading, and this, that, the other. Lock up your windows, lock up your houses. The government's issued a national spider warning, and all this kind of rubbish.
See, they should be fined for reporting false news.
And so, I mean, they don't care, and they just get away with it because they can afford more expensive lawyers and stuff.
Mm.
But it is the case now that like people are genuinely scared, and like I honestly can't see what you can be scared of. Like, yes, if you keep snakes, you might get bitten, right? I've been bitten. Phil's been bitten. We're still alive. Mark's got bitten.
But
Like,
the difference is, Terry, that we understand them.
Yeah.
It's like they're not. Like I said to that woman, I said, just leave it alone. She went, will they not try and get me? I was like, no, it'll just, if you leave it alone, I said, it'll just bugger off and go on with its day.
I saw a post a couple of days ago about somebody who got bit by a false widow spider, apparently, and they were in hospital and all this. And he put a photo up of his hand, like he had like a little, like similar to the cut that Terry's got on his wrist from the jetwash. And I was just sat there thinking, right, the chances of that being from the spider bite is very, very slim. I said there's probably more likely to be a post-infection from the spider bite and just not keeping it clean. Like, at the end of the day, yes, they've got venom, and yes, it can swell up, and yes, it can be itchy, and yes, it can be uncomfortable. But unless you're allergic, you're not really going to have much of a reaction to a false widow bite. And they are not that venomous. Like, they have venom, don't get me wrong. They're just not, it's not that potent that you're going to end up in hospital from it.
No, a bee is a far more venomous animal.
People are scared to get bit by an adder, right? An adder, yes, it is a venomous snake, but it's not that frigging venomous. It's not a rattlesnake. I know people have died, like, they do die from getting bitten by them, but they die from getting, stung by a wasp.
Right.
Or bitten by a cat, and then they get an infection and die.
I, for years, thought if I went anywhere near a bee's hive, I was going to die from stings because I watched My Girl when I was younger, the movie. And the little boy, he's allergic to bees and he gets attacked by bees, but they didn't really explain that in the movie very well, and I was young and I didn't really understand, and I didn't know about like allergies like that. So I genuinely, for a really long time, thought I was going to die if I got stung. And then when I was not long after I had Alexa, because I was at my mum's house with Alexa, and my mum had a plum tree down the bottom of the garden, and I said, oh, I fancy a plum. So I walked down to the bottom of the garden to go get a plum, and it was covered in wasps. And I just remember thinking to myself, they're not actually that bad. Like, that was all in my head. And I just stuck my arm into the tree and started picking plums, and none of them touched me until I accidentally like elbowed one. They were everywhere, and they didn't try to sting me or anything until I put my arm in, and my arm basically hit off one on the way in, and that's when I got stung. But before that, they didn't even try. I was out there for a good 30 minutes before I got stung.
What I mean is, like, you've really got to try sometimes to get bitten by these things.
Yep.
Ow. Forgot to blow. That was hard.
Not for the first time.
Terry.
Sorry, couldn't help it.
But the thing is, the negatives can spread a lot quicker, and it sells a lot more, and people will embellish it.
100%.
And that then spreads a lot more. And so, and that, that's just with anything and everything.
I'm not having that because it's
not the reason that like these things sometimes make into mainstream news is because it doesn't actually happen that often.
Yeah. Ow.
Because if it did, it wouldn't be newsworthy.
Sorry about that.
So
I
again,
forgot to blow my rice pudding and put it really hot into my mouth.
The misinformation will always sell quicker and faster.
This is very true.
Right. I mean, classic example recently is the whole direwolf thing.
Yeah.
Sort of thing where everyone believes that direwolves are now back. They're not.
Yeah, no, I discussed it on Wednesday on my channel about the fact that it's not really a direwolf, it is a wolf, but it's not a direwolf, it's had its genes remapped a little bit. But like it was like 19,000. I actually got the numbers a bit better now in my head. It was 19,000 genomes that they needed to have for this direwolf. They've mapped 19,000, and they only changed 20.
I think it was less than 20.
No, it was 14. Sorry, it was 14.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
Is the number I had in my head.
They only
But
changed
didn't-
14 out of that. So it's literally, it was just to make it look and sound like a direwolf.
Only
But
thing is, though, right?
They are
Phil-
just grey wolves that they couldn't use any direwolf DNA into it because it's too degraded because it's 10,000 years
Yeah.
old.
Exactly.
So literally just they genetically modified grey wolf DNA.
My question is, why are they faffing about with doing that? If they want to be genetically recreating these new these animals, why are they faffing about with an animal that's been extinct 10,000 years? Why are they not using an animal that's only just been extinct recently that we have full DNA mapping for?
Which has been done and hasn't been successful.
See, it's just so silly, isn't it? Like the whole situation.
But it's not going to be a
Like,
animal,
the
because
science, it's what they've done is amazing because they've lived obviously like 6 months or so before they actually kind of announced it, but they then misinformed everyone by saying we've brought back the direwolf. It was like, no, you haven't. You've altered the grey wolf a little bit.
Yeah.
Phil, didn't you say you
So
had
these
grey
are now
wolves?
animals that can never be
Top.
put in the wild because
No.
there's no wild for them.
It's kind of cool in a like, if they could do that to like, if they can genetically modify an animal that much, maybe they can make animals that are like a bit more, certain animals that are a bit more chill or something. But I don't know. The whole thing is kind of questionable in itself. Like, yes, we created the problem of extinction, well, a lot of it, not all of it. But yes, we did create it, and yes, it's partially our fault. So yeah, we should be doing something, but maybe we should be putting all of our focus into keeping the ones we have alive and not bringing back ones that are already extinct.
Yep.
And this is part of my issue, is that I think the animal, like, don't get me wrong, dinosaurs and prehistoric animals and all of that stuff are amazing. They're really awesome. They're cool to look at. I find them fascinating.
But
they are
they-
extinct.
They had their chance and they failed.
They had their chance. They failed. We have some of the most beautiful, amazing, large animals that are so spectacular. Like, even like, you look at the diversity of the birds of paradise, right? That's a small place that they're all in, and there's so much diversity there. They're just doing amazing. And then you've got like elephants, huge, big, massive mammals that you walk next to and it feels the land move. Like, we have these big animals that are fascinating now, but people are so bored of them because they see them all the time. But it's like, you haven't seen them. You've heard about them. You've seen them on TV. You haven't seen them. And you're never going to see one unless you get on top of getting help to save the fucking things.
Yep.
Sorry, that was me having a rant. I apologise.
Oh yeah, no, totally. And it's like, the whole idea of them, because they want to modify Asian elephants to make them into woolly mammoths, which they won't be woolly mammoths. They'll be
No.
more hairy Asian elephants, and it's like, what are we going to do with them?
That's what
Like,
Rebecca just
save
said.
the
No,
Asian
she didn't.
elephant.
Yeah.
Save that
And
as-
like Rebecca said, where is their habitat? They haven't got one. You're talking putting them into like the Arctic,
wouldn't
and that's
survive.
it.
It wouldn't survive because it's
No.
an Asian elephant.
Exactly.
It's
There's
a long
Longer
way.
hair, it's more hair. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't survive anyway. And then
Exactly.
you couldn't have it necessarily living in nature because it'd have all this fur on it. They'd be like, overheat.
Exactly.
So,
I think ethics needs to be looked at with this situation because it's not ethical. Because you're creating an animal that's uncomfortable. You're creating an animal that's not like.
Yeah, but
at the end of the day, we need to like.
where they're based, they have completely different ethics and they don't care about any of that kind
Yeah,
of stuff. I mean,
this is true.
they line breed 5-legged cows over there. They specifically breed 2-headed snakes and stuff because they're worth more money.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. Like, what is going on with the world?
And you specifically breed a 2-headed snake?
I don't agree with being genetically modifying animals at all. Like even morphs bothers me. Like, don't get me wrong, there's beautiful morphs out there. Some of the snakes that have been designed, I guess, it is lovely. They are beautiful. They are like, do you know what I mean? They are pretty, but is it viable? Like at the end of the day, like albinism. Yeah, you get it in the wild. Sometimes they survive. It's very unlikely, but sometimes they survive, right? And you do get pattern differences, but eventually they turn into like completely different patterns, and then eventually to become a different animal altogether. So, like for example, the tarantulas in Mexico, right? You got Hamori Smithy. They're very similar looking, but they're different animals, right? If we keep stepping in and messing with the genetics, what are we doing in the long run? Because they're not doing that naturally. That isn't naturally how that would have happened, even if those genes would have eventually come out in the wild because they survived and the pattern difference. What are we doing? Because, for example, the spider gene, right? Apparently, that was found in the wild, but a lot of them have these issues with the. Is it neurological? Didn't you say there was something else that they found it is now?
It's basically permanent vertigo.
Yeah. So like
of the inner ear.
Yeah, in the wild, in general, they're not going to survive because of that, because they're not going to be able to like function normally. So they might not survive. So that's very unlikely that they would continue in the wild. Do you get what I mean?
And there was that leucistic king cobra that was found. But that had such an attitude on it, it's no wonder it survived because it was the biggest, baddest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
It was super aggressive.
That's something that really like. Sorry, I got loads of thoughts on this. They go around my head quite a lot. I'm not saying don't do morphs. I'm just saying it's. Where is it going? Like, how far are people going to go?
The only problem is you get morphs and they're worth more money. So when the morphs are worth more money, the normal ones aren't. So when people breed them and they get normal ones, basically garbage. They're rubbish.
Yeah.
Not what they wanted. So they just give them away, and then that ends up rocking.
I find that some of the normal types are way more pretty than morphs. Burmese pythons, normal like wild type morph Burmese python are beautiful.
Normal retic is the most beautiful snake on the planet.
Yeah. I always wanted a like wild type Burm.
I still want them.
Was it one? I was discussing with Tony last week. I can't remember where he said it was. But it's like some campaign somewhere where they're like trying to campaign like a ban on like giant species of snake, kind of thing. And they talk about well, they're on about we need that because we were keeping the largest snake in the world. And he was all like, well, what do they mean? Do they, are they talking about retics or anacondas? No, they're talking about burms. So, well, that's not the largest species anyway.
Well, yeah, no.
Like, you can't say that is. And then for the pictures of a Burmese python, they use raw pythons. Like, I was like, yeah, someone was trying to get like a ramble from us. So like, right, you don't know what the largest snake in the world is, you like at all, whether it's longest or heaviest.
Exactly. The thing is, I think if they were under stress, like if.
And then your picture for it is one of the smallest.
Yeah.
One of the smallest pythons.
The thing is, I think if those sort of people were under like debate situation, like face to face with people who knew what they're talking about with the animals, they would come unstuck very, very quickly.
Well, let's be honest, right? They're trying to ban Burmese pythons, which I
We
understand,
froze.
right?
I
Right.
know that.
But Burmese pythons are like the softest big snake you could keep,
They're like
right?
bloody.
Unless you're feeding them, you're not going to get savaged by it. It's like having a Labrador, right? It's like having a Labrador, but you've got to know what you're doing. You've got to have the experience. You can't just go and buy one and think you're an expert.
My Anol thinks he's Spider-Man. Right, I'm obsessed with anoles. They are the most entertaining little lizards I've ever seen. They're just so active. They're just moving about and like hunting and like interacting with each other.
It's a bit like at Ely, they've got peacock day geckos. They've got like 10 or 15 in together, and they're like so active and interacting with each other.
Honestly, if I'd had more money at the time, I probably would have got more of them.
Do you know what I would
But I
like?
need to go and get
Do
some
you know
more.
what I would like? I would like that enclosure that they had with the snakes and the frogs and the lizards together.
Yeah.
I'm getting off easy, but
We could go down tomorrow after.
Those rough green snakes.
Yeah.
Our rough green snake's cool.
You can keep them with anoles.
Because they're only insects.
Yeah. Thinking about it because I've got a 2 foot by 9 foot. 90 centimetre. No. Oh, I give up.
Only problem is, though, like,
You know, they're kept with like dark frogs as well and stuff. Depends on the species of anolis.
Yeah, they're one of the small green ones. I can't remember which one it is.
Probably just green, the green anole, probably.
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
But it's really cool. The green and the brown anole.
They're stunning. I mean, they're very pretty.
Well, these are green unless they're fired up and then they go black. Well, brown. Dark brown.
But the
or the other way around. They're not fired
I mean,
up.
they're starting to get popular because they used to be everywhere when I first was keeping reptiles. They're one of the first lizards that we had. That thing.
I wanted them for a long time, but I didn't really have a suitable setup. And then I had this tank.
Cheap. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate how cheap they were.
Yeah.
Well, they still cheap, aren't they? And they get.
I paid £12.50.
They get used to speeders quite a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
I think when we had ours, I mean, it was going back a long time, nearly 30 years. They were like a £5 each in shops.
It's mental.
I mean, we started getting like trade lists. We couldn't buy like from the wholesalers, but on the wholesalers they'd be like 50p each.
It's mental, innit?
Whatever. Like they were so cheap, but they were all well caught. Kind of thing, shipping in the droves.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, there you go, Terry. The male's annoying the other male. Just try to get to the female.
But I mean, different, like, channels like Hurt Time and stuff definitely like, I think making them sort of more popular again and showing like you can do really nice looking enclosures and even like big enclosures with small lizards in.
Yeah.
And how epic it can be.
I've wanted anoles for a really long time. I've been on at Terry for a while, haven't I, love?
We had them before, didn't we?
No, we never had them before. We had house geckos before, the ones that are like really cheap. They use for feeders, but they didn't last very long.
We used to have a pair of Cuban night anoles.
Oh, nice.
They're big.
Yeah.
But they were cool. They were very cool.
Get on here at some point. Buy me tablet.
There's Dave.
Yeah, I'm here.
Bring your wheel.
Huh? Oh, because later said there's Dave. Yeah, I'm here. You've been anywhere? I'm talking to you then. Account.
Oh. Oh,
Ah, that's right.
off the press.
Yeah.
There's been an update regarding Norway.
Oh,
That it's just been shared. Yeah, news from Norway regarding proposed reptile ban. Reptile keepers around the world must stand with our Norwegian colleagues to oppose this ridiculous proposal. What's the space for details? Yeah, from Norsk, I'm guessing Herpetological Society, or yeah, sadly, no reason to cheer. In recent days, the new parliamentary report on animal welfare has been up for discussion and voting in Parliament. Many reptile enthusiasts have followed this process, and many are confused about what the situation is today. First of all, we'd like to point out that we have not won the battle yet. There is nothing from the process in Parliament in recent days that indicates that the government has stopped the proposal to reintroduce ban on reptiles. A number of proposals for changes to the proposed parliamentary report have been voted on, but none of these proposals have been about reptiles, meaning the voting round that was yesterday did not affect whether the reptile ban is reintroduced. They only mentioned that reptiles got during the actual debate in Parliament on Tuesday was from a parliamentary representative, then Gresgar as she pointed out that the warrant is critical for the proposal of a new ban, but no proposal was presented to change the parliamentary report on this. Today we stand in the reptile case quite the same as we did before, but the debate and voting where the parliamentary message lies the same as it originally was. So the government still wants to reintroduce the ban, and a proposal for the regulation change may appear that leads to a new ban at a later occasion. However, there are some positive aspects, such as the fact that the Centre Party, which stood in the brink of a new ban, is out of government, so also received good hearing inputs that point out the lack of knowledge-based grounds to reintroduce the ban, as well as many hearing inputs showing how this will affect the general reptile owner in Norway. In the setting of the business committee, as well as the debate at Parliament, reptiles were only mentioned in a positive light. A few times it was mentioned. NHF will not rest yet. There is still a job to be done to avoid a new reptile ban being able to pass. We also hope that all our members, as well as all reptile owners in Norway, will take the last month's fight as a wake-up call. Unfortunately, we must continue to defend our hobby as tough as we have in the past decades.
yeah.
Oh, I got a funny feeling we're going to see a ban on reptiles in our lifetime.
I don't know, because that if that does happen, then that just snowballs other taxa being banned. That shouldn't be banned either. I mean, obviously, there's been some bans around the world and stuff. And in terms of the UK, they've been trying for 30 years. And they haven't succeeded yet. They're already trying. I mean, some organisations have already attacked like tarantulas as pets, and have called for bans on those. Any of the biggest so-called animal protection sort of agency in the UK.
Oh right, okay. I think I know you're on about.
Yep, well, I'm not saying the name, but has a few letters as an acronym. You can work it out, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they done a report. I can't remember what year it was, but they done a report where it basically said that tarantulas are not suitable to captivity, and tarantulas do not live well in captivity, and that pretty much all of them die, and all this and the other. So like,
they thrive in captivity.
Funny, all these people out there breeding them and keeping them for many, many years.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they're probably one of the easiest and simplest pets you can keep.
Yeah.
But keeping a
But
goldfish
they
is
also
hard.
play on the fact that because they're venomous, oh my god, they must be dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm venomous if I'm drunk. Huh?
Sort of thing. So, like, you know, like there's been reports not just by them but by others as well that say, like, you know, people that keep these animals in the house, if they've got other pets or children, they're really irresponsible because they could kill their pets and their children and also it's like no.
No. How often do you actually hear a story like that? Never.
Well, you don't. Well, if you got DWA venomous stuff, then yes. But again, you hope that everyone takes the proper precautions, and that's a different matter.
Exactly. That's not anything like. Sorry.
No, that's not someone
That's
keeping
not the
a
responsibility of
blue or
responsible keepers, is it?
exactly. It's. I mean, but yeah, that's the thing. If they're ever successful with reptiles, they'll go on to invertebrates. They'll go on to birds. They'll go on to fish. They'll go on to everything. The last they'll go on to is cats and dogs because they are the most popular pets.
And that's going to be the one that's going to be hard for them to do.
But their ultimate game is to ban those as well.
It in the document that they are talking about banning reptiles now, nobody is talking about it like that much, but in there is a suggestion to ban all aquarium fish for private people. So the only ones that are allowed to keep aquariums is like the big dentist office or somebody that has it in a commercial display. Then it's okay.
No, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's the basis for that? If they're going to try and claim they're dangerous when they're the safest animal you could keep
Yeah.
by stats.
Oh no, they're not, Phil. Do you know my friend? He was in bed one night and the fish got in bed with him and measured him up to check see how if he could eat him.
Yeah.
I swear. That's how ridiculous that story is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the things do get said.
Never sleep with a snake.
Oh, and the thing is, like, you know, if you banned aquarium fish on them public aquariums and everyone that's gone commercial will end up closing eventually.
Yeah.
Because all the technology and all it all comes from private.
Exactly. This is
It's
it because private keepers want to get stuff that they want to make stuff cheaper. So the only way it's going to get cheaper, quick, more efficiently is if people build it, and people who build it are the people who want that, and not the people who are trying to do it commercially, as you said. Because if you do it commercially or like in a zoo or anything like that, you're going to do whatever the right way is, not the cheapest way. If that makes sense. Do you get me? So innovation comes from need. Need needs to be needed.
Also, the fact that, you know, there's far more private keepers than there are zoos and aquariums and stuff.
Yeah.
That often will have, you know, let's face it, multiple enclosures.
That's very true.
So, and they're constantly using, whether it be lights, you know, any kind of equipment, and I'm pushing for better and better equipment.
Yeah.
You know, it's that constant income that then funds all the manufacturers and brands that make the stuff to research it more, to come up with better every time.
Exactly.
Whereas most zoos and aquariums, they'll buy a lot, but they'll buy in one big bulk and that's it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then that's them done for a year, 2 years, however long, because they've bought in bulk. Another thing. So it's not necessarily who, you know, plus, you know, we get it on trade price, so we're not paying full price anyway.
Phil, can you do me a little favour? Can you mute your mic for 1 second? Okay. Yeah, your cricket's calling, and I think I have a rogue cricket somewhere.
Yeah, there's
I haven't
one
had cricket for a
calling
while, so that's a bit worrying, to be
There's
fair.
one that's calling fairly loud, but at least it's not the one over there.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Well, it tends not to call in the evening, so it tends only to be a morning thing,
At least you're up early.
sort of thing. Well, at least I can't hear it in the bedroom.
Are you
So
sure
at
of
least
that, Phil?
yes, because I didn't realise it was calling this morning until I opened the door.
Ah. I was going to say, you don't hear a lot over your snoring.
Oh, it is. If it was in my bedroom, I'd probably sleep through it.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what the hell's that noise?
Where's Amy tonight?
She's not well. I think she was up pretty much all night.
Oh,
Or one thing or another. I think she went to bed about. When did I last hear from her? Just after 11. About 10 past 11.
I hope she feels better soon.
I don't know when she's ill.
Have you been watching the Bearded Catholic, Phil?
Sometimes.
Have you seen his new cabin?
Not fully. Not fully. If you're talking about the shipping container.
Yeah.
I've seen little bits and it looks fucking epic.
Yeah, he's just added cleanup crew.
Oh, God.
It's going to be awesome. He's just put springtails and stuff in there. You know, he's opened it so we can go visit.
He's owned it so you can what?
We can go visit.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you just got to email him, and then he's put the email on there. Email him, and he'll organise time for you to go down and visit, and you can buy some of the plants while you're there.
There's some nice
I
plants.
thought that was awesome. Yeah, he's only about an hour from me.
I was going to say he's nearer you than he is me, but
I genuinely think about going because I really like his videos. I think he's awesome. He cracks me up.
he's hilarious.
Yeah. Got thrip. That cracked me up. I was gone.
Organised little group here, like kind of group of us weird bug YouTubers come down. We like
Yeah. Oh, imagine.
No, he does he's done like the odd open day here and there as well. Like go and like see like the conservatory and buy plants and stuff and like little plant stuff and stuff because he's got quite a big property.
Yeah, it looks like it, definitely.
So,
his voice cracks me up though, because if you weren't looking at him, you wouldn't think that was what he looked like to his voice. But then you look at him, you're like, oh wow, because he's like proper looking like a bit like a hippie, isn't he? Like kind of like a hippie look, and then he's like got a really posh voice. He's so funny. One love, tiny phone people. Love that for him.
My turn tomorrow.
Yeah, no, he does make me laugh sometimes. Yeah, but he's got that balance well of like some comedy, but also where like it's also educational at the same time.
Yeah. Here he is.
Hang on. Well done.
That's him, the bearded plantaholic. And at the end of every video goes, one love, tiny phone people.
as I was at the beginning, it's like, hello, tiny thing people.
Yeah. He's like a weirdly English Jason Momoa.
And he plays it. He's absolutely funny.
Yeah.
But you would like, yep.
I love it. He's so funny. Dave, what's your turn tomorrow?
Huh?
What's your turn tomorrow?
What's my what?
Oh, never mind. Go back to sleep.
I don't know if he's on YouTube at all, Craig. I don't know. I know he's on
Oh,
TikTok.
I've got. I'll get his Facebook link up.
Oh, he's on Facebook as well. It must be on YouTube as well,
It's
I would have
everywhere.
thought. But
He probably is. I'm not following him on there though, so I'll just put it in.
normally that's when I'm like,
There we go. There he is. I'm going to be back in a moment. I'll just go to the bathroom.
let me have a look. See if I'm. I mean, I guess he must be on. Yeah, he is on here. I'm kind of surprised they only got 18,000 on there. I would have thought he'd be on more than that.
Well,
Take care.
He's on YouTube as well. Actually, as he is, I will subscribe to him on here as well. But obviously, he does, yeah, a lot about primarily plants, tropical plants and stuff. But yeah, his content is quite fun.
Huh?
Because you haven't done his.
Having a break.
I'll try. It's only someone that I'd be up for having on. If you ever would. I've never spoken to him yet. By the time it's like Worcester Terrariums would be a great one because he does some great stuff as well. Terrarium designs, he does some nice terrariums.
Huh? It's a what? What for?
Probably Craig. Probably has.
Oh, Craig said hi. You have to shout louder than that. Craig's a fossil, he's going deaf. How's Amy today, Phil?
Not feeling well.
Not feeling well. Sure.
Bash is up all night. Well, pretty much all night.
Shut up. What you doing, Mark?
What am I doing?
Yeah, I'm being nosy.
Yeah, I'm just replying to a message.
Oh. What do you mean Dave's in another world tonight? Leah said I'm in another world tonight. Yeah. I'm not. I was listening to these going on about these animal bands and stuff. I don't know about all this stuff. Huh? You can.
Yeah, he looks like a lion.
Oh.
Because he's also gone all up to his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a lion. Yeah.
Seems so there. Seems he is on another world tonight.
I'm not. I'm here.
He's here, but he's on Planet Dave.
Yep.
Huh? Planet Dave's a good place to be.
And about 5 minutes behind.
How can I be beyond? I'm listening to you on there, on the StreamYard. Have you finished fast forwarding? Must be my slow ass internet though.
Yeah, more like 10 minutes behind.
No, that's you, she said.
Yeah, because you are something that literally answered like a few minutes beforehand.
Dave,
What?
I thought you was giving the smoking up.
I'm not smoking.
I thought you were smoking for a minute.
No, I don't do that.
Ah,
Hey, Susan.
are you Susan?
Is that okay, Susan? Takes time, Mark. It takes time.
Nah, you've got the willpower. You can do it straight away. I did.
Yeah.
I put mine down and told her, Sandra told me she was expecting. Put them down and said, that's it, and I never touched another one since.
No. I've tried.
Willpower.
I ain't got none. Hey, Strokes.
Hello.
Hi, Strugs.
Hey, folks.
Cold outside. Me and Tara were out there looking for the rat. Hello, Susan. Hello,
Wait.
Strokes.
Are you going to put a trap down for him?
Yeah, getting some tomorrow. I'm gonna get some live traps. Go release them up the mountain. It's bloody
Yeah,
freezing
yours,
out there.
Craig.
Oh, it was lovely, Craig. No, I just went for a wee and then I went outside. It is absolutely bloody freezing. It's gone down to 3 degrees here tonight.
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
Terry's slightly.
Not really.
When looking at his YouTube channel, he doesn't. I don't think he uses that anymore.
No, it's been a while.
3 months since the last video.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have moved away from YouTube because YouTube's so hard to crack.
It's weird because you get people that have moved away from YouTube to other platforms, but then also there's people that have moved from the other platforms to YouTube.
Yeah. No, we're gonna get some traps.
But then it depends on you as an individual of what works for you, really.
Lex, live ones, love. Live traps. They catch them and take them up the mountain.
Well, Alexa.
Get rid of them out the mountain.
Hmm?
Get rid of them out the mountain.
Yeah.
They're not dying.
No, they're not dying.
If I find out they died,
Why can't I let them die? They're cute.
like he was going like that and he was cleaning his teeth.
Sorry. That was adorable. He was cleaning his face and he was going and getting a fry and then running back and then getting another fry and then running back. But Alexa's in trouble because she's the one who put the fries in the bin.
So
You know, if I didn't do that,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have rice to eat, Mum. They would be starving.
Yeah, you gotta put your rubbish in the rubbish food
Don't
separate
have
bin.
any.
No, you bring it down.
Those rats are going, bro. So, ever come out of your bedroom, those rats are going.
Okay.
Okay, we just had this conversation. Don't reiterate. Where are you putting that? You can't put that there.
I don't know where else to put it. Like you haven't told me anything. You put it in the space that the thing came from.
So I put my other wheelchair on charge. Oh, how much were they?
£10.
Is that it?
£20 for two.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right, I've done 1,180 steps.
You know, I was looking at you.
Hey, buddy. Oh, better.
Are you looking at you?
You know, we had such a serious conversation. Now nobody's in chat.
I blame Phil.
They all gone to sleep then.
I don't know, right? Because we've all been behaving lately, right? And trying to have actual conversations. And now nobody's talking to us. So do we need to go back to the weird, like, rude conversation?
I think so.
I think that makes no sense. Alright. I'm going to be saying some issues how to get some more guests on for the Monday streams.
Yeah. I've been behaving for a few weeks now, and nobody's talking to us. There's 17 people watching us, just nobody's talking to us.
You need to convert it back to the old-fashioned method, I think. Right? Okay, right, I can do that now.
Where are you taking my
I
book?
can do that. Right. Right. Mark, should we start talking about boobs? That normally
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, we'll talk about boobs.
Who's talking about boobs?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Just waiting for Michael to chirp up now. Boobs where?
That's Mark's specialist subject, that is.
There's now 19 people watching us, and still no one's talking to us.
Right, Phil, if they don't start talking, I think we should all get naked.
Then they'll definitely leave.
Go and get your special hat on.
Cool, all done.
Go and get your special hat on.
Which one of them? He has a few ones.
Are you coming in, yeah? No. Woohoo! Flappy giblets!
I'm talking about the cherry blossoms. I've got cherry blossoms. They're doing well.
Oh, that's mean.
Are they nice?
Yeah,
I think they're quite nice, then.
Really nice, yeah.
Hi, Nat. No, that's
Really big.
mean.
Hey, Nat.
You're being mean.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, okay.
I can put it there.
Yeah. Boobs is life, Craig.
I agree.
I like
Boobs is
boobies.
Yeah, but Craig, we don't want to see yours.
Oh, movies are good too.
Oh, I get jealous. Craig's are bigger than mine.
Ooh, the cockchafers are out.
Sorry.
Phil, what is that?
It's a cockchafer. Yeah.
Yeah, papers.
Oh, a cockchafer.
I'm really interior.
Like some frog thing. But who named that?
They're a beef.
I actually have a video all about them actually.
Oh,
Cockchafer.
yeah, but like if somebody looked at your video collection and saw cockchafer, That's. I don't think they'd think it's a box.
I don't, Leah. That's why I go to London.
Hasn't Jackie got an OnlyFans video called that? Or is that a different
Fair,
thing
Jade.
altogether?
That's why I go Commando.
Yeah. No cock chafing then.
Right, now I've turned it filthy. I'm
I
going.
remember correctly, it comes from like basically like an old English word for beetle.
Is that what? Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Something like that. It's been a while since I
Phil,
looked it up.
I've got a
fully.
question to ask you. I've got a serious
Jade.
question.
Leah's
you
the
ever
one to
had-
leave
have you-
litter.
Have you ever had a bearded dragon change personality?
Yes.
Oh, finish now.
Did it go from being nice to being an arsehole?
Oh.
Yeah, that happens. And
Yeah.
also the other way around.
Yeah,
pass my-
mine's turned into an arsehole. You try and pick her up, she tries to swing around and bite you.
Oh, it's
I have
like,
no idea why.
what, cardboard box? I thought it was
The
still there.
fucking
I'm wondering
line.
if she's going to lay a phantom clutch of eggs.
You handed it right.
So you can't even pick her up.
Yeah,
now,
Jade,
can
I sell
Oh,
leaflet of moss, whitewood, all that stuff if you need it.
no.
And like them, where can be bothered to climb up a tree?
And if we decide to go to London, sure, I'll be doing pre-sales. Because obviously I haven't got tables.
There we go. He's had nearly 1,000 views, that has. Damn.
Jade said you need to
Cocktail
order.
video.
Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
even hear you say that word. I'm so childish.
That's awesome, Phil.
It's not far off. There you go.
I don't think I got any videos with that many views.
There's my cocktail video.
There you go. We all need to watch Phil's cockchafer video. Sorry, now I'm giggling.
Yeah,
I
Jade,
think
but
my-
Leah post
My
out.
top video so far, I think, is my flake saw video.
That's probably like,
Mostly Leah's views.
yeah, there's probably like a good 20 views on there off me. There's probably a good 10 or 20 views off Emma.
Hey, Lewis.
I'm delighted.
I've only got 55 subs till I get to 2,000 mark.
Ah, brilliant.
Just think if you made some videos, how many subs you got?
Hi, Lewis.
Alright, yeah, bye.
What's
Hi,
your
Lewis.
watch hours, Leah?
Oh wow, my video of my isopod species that I put up the other day, I've got 1.2k views on it.
I can see you already.
That was alright. On 3,114, so I've still got like 886. There you go. My brain was gonna go slow then.
Yeah, but if you put some videos up, people watch them and you get views. In.
I know. I need to make some. I'm just not good at it.
Oh no, no, my top performing video so far is Derek How Isopods,
Nice.
which is an old one, very old one.
Can't get his watch hours up.
My most viewed video is what did we pick up from the BTS 2023, which has 2.9k views.
This one has 10.6k
Wow,
for Derek How Isopods.
that's mental. Feeding my 10th albino granite Burmese python, 1.5k views. Spider Shop mystery unboxing, 1.1k views. CTFM one, 937 views.
Yeah, I got
And rehousing
Metallica.
in the Holiday Gold, 904.
Metallic Emerald Cockroach videos on 6.6 thousand.
Don't look like that.
Wow.
Don't look like that wallpaper.
Yeah, he probably
It's
will.
very Phil wallpaper.
Phil, look at this wallpaper.
Oh, this chick,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's crocodile
Nice.
skin effect.
Marginated tortoises on 5.6 thousand.
What?
Flake soil is on 5.5.
That's mad.
Leopard tortoise is 5.2. Rankins dragon 5.1. Spice Shop Unboxing 3.8. Green Jewel Beetle 3.6. Dune Scorpion 3.6. Xylotroopes Gideon Sumatrensis 3.1. They're my top performing
Oh
in
wow.
terms of views. Yeah, if you notice, in that, one of my top videos is sort of tarantula based. Hey, Spartan. Either
Hi,
Hey, Spartan.
Spartan.
cockroach, tortoise, or lizard, one scorpion, and beetle on one unboxing.
Nice. I really do need to make videos. I don't like making care videos. Though.
It's always interesting having a look every now and then.
Yeah. Haven't seen strawberry for a few days.
Hopefully, London show I'll make some sales and I can get some more isopods. And anything else that takes my fancy.
Yeah. Gary, what are you doing?
Put all sorts of boxes. And then put them in so they get.
Okay, that's fair, but try not to get it all up the sides of the tank.
I couldn't help it, babe. So, it'll come off. Let me try. It'll fall back down here.
Will they go for?
Yeah, I'll have Domino's there. Right. Especially they didn't sell at the last show.
Do you still have the orange Dominoes?
Yep.
You still selling them?
I haven't started selling orange ones yet.
Oh. Have you got enough to sell some?
Not yet, I don't think.
I don't have any.
I've got regular
Night
Domino's.
Crow.
I've got question marks and orange Domino's.
Good night, Craig. Take care, mate.
Bye, Craig.
I've got question marks, Dominoes, a regular Dominoes, and I've both for sale. They're breeding quite well.
Yeah, I'll probably have question marks available probably at London as well, probably. Or if not, fairly soon afterwards.
I just don't have the orange ones.
Spartan.
But Terry's banned me from buying any more roach species, so
Yeah, you don't need more roaches. Got enough.
Then, I mean, yeah, in
I
terms of, yeah, roaches available, especially for London. I need to put question marks on the site if I deem that their limits are big enough. Sort of thing, but yeah, those are the shadows. I've started selling the Simodoas, the extinct cave cockroaches, because they breed so quickly.
I need some.
Sort of thing.
Phil, keep me some, please.
Oh, there's loads, tons. You can't stop them breeding.
I think I had all females or all males because mine didn't breed.
So yeah, I've started sending them to those. I've only sold one tub so far. Which I was at. I think that might have been a Barnsley, maybe.
Every time I pick up the camera to film him, he stops.
I think. Probably have some Pantanal roaches as well, possibly.
Leah,
Hopefully there'll be enough metallic emeralds to bring some emeralds.
you'll be pleased to know that little insect.
Sorry?
You'll be pleased to know that little Incy male's still alive.
How? That thing goes on forever.
He's doing
He's
really
lovely.
well. He's still as active as ever.
That's good though.
I got a little male Incy, yeah. It's not gold though, it's only regular. I got a female to go with him now. He might do the job for that gold one, Mark.
Yeah.
Have you still got her?
Hmm.
Well, do you know the last time she molted?
Roughly, I think it was about 3 months ago, 4 months.
Okay, so we probably could pay her off.
Right.
See if he survives my female first.
Right. Hopefully the assassin mimic roaches breed quickly as well.
Oh, I want some of them too. They're awesome.
Nice one, Spartan. You can't go wrong with a Spinfer.
Where did he say that?
Trade in the shadow roaches for an adult male spinnifer.
That didn't even come up on my TV.
I've got to pick some scorpions up for Alan from the show.
Oh, have you? When's he coming to us show again?
He's coming to BTS.
Finally. Is his
Yeah.
missus coming?
No,
Oh,
because he's asked me to pick him up for BTS.
oh okay.
So I said, yeah, I'll pick you up.
Sorry, can you pass me my NNC?
Can you try and do one job at the end of it?
Well,
This is a bit more
oh, I'll do it myself. Back in a second.
important.
Oh, nice one. What scorpions you getting from Tim, or is that wait for video type thing?
I've only got 2 scorpions.
There you go. Ooh, trying to intermediate, nice. Asper. I need to get Asper. I need to get an Asper at some point. Jailer is a nice genus as well.
Yeah, I have Asper. They're really nice. I have a Flat Rock as well. They're also nice.
Flat Rock's very nice.
Flat Rock.
Big
back.
would take forever to grow because
Yes, they do.
My Flat Rock's a nice size.
Do you remember I was telling you about that one singular assassin bug that I found?
Yeah.
Still going.
But yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell.
You've seen my Flat Rock, can you, Leah?
Yeah, he's lovely.
Yeah, my Flat Rock is off Tim.
Right,
And
that's right.
I was one of the lucky ones that got a female African Flat Rock bicolor.
Nice.
Right. Hi, Tron, you're being kicked off.
Bye.
That's nice. Bicolor female. Cool. You don't see bicolors that often at all.
No.
Really don't. So, was it last year BTS or the year before BTS? Jeremy get just having he was just having a quick skirt look over Spy Shop stand at BTS. There was one toe. Had a jeans minor.
Yeah, I
25
remember.
quid. 25 quid. I was like, you Jeremy get? How did I find that for 25 quid? like an adult female minor. Like, never
Thing
seen
is,
those.
right? Jeremy seems to spot these things, and none of us notice it. And then Jeremy's like, "Look what I found." We're all like, "Jammy bastard! How'd you find that?"
I mean, I've done it to
No,
him with other
bugger.
things as well in the past. Something like, oh, look at this.
I don't
Like-
think I look intently enough because I end up waffling and then wander off.
It's I mean, the trick is like get tables set up a good half hour to an hour before it opens if you can. And then literally get over to like places like Spider Shop to see what's there, like just before it opens, and really have a good look at like the different areas and be like, right, what's here that they don't normally shout about or whatever. What's new here?
I'm trying to pair my New Hollis audience.
Okay. Yeah, and just seeing what there is, because it might be a bargain, on the hands. Oh yeah, I saw you're doing talking millipedes, aren't you, Spark? That'd be cool.
That's awesome.
Hold on.
I done talking OT millipedes by Arza the other year. And I certainly made sure I was like, no Koya. Do not use Koya.
Oh, he's starting to twitch. Sorry, I'm pairing the Neo Holothayancy.
What needs to be fun? Basic information.
It's OBN guy.
So, because people do go to shows and will buy millipedes and not necessarily ask the right questions, and may just go and set them up in a not quite suitable tank that's not really deep enough, and put them on just Koya, and then that. It's one of the things. I don't know if they still make them, but I know like was it Komodo for years, where they done that millipede starter kit, and it always included a block of Koya. It's like no. It's a bit like that ice pop kit that we saw. That hopefully,
yeah.
Sort of,
I find that crazy though. Like, I don't understand why they're still
put the
using
information
it.
back to the actual manufacturers to be like, oh, these ice pop people in the UK said don't include that because they wouldn't rate it.
Yeah.
11 species of millipede. Nice.
Nice one.
Nice. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I certainly don't have that. I have like
7.
2 or 3 species.
How many have I got? None.
And there's
I got 8.
I only have like smaller species as well, just because of space.
I got giant
I ain't got none
Africa
over, Dave.
ones, but they're in like I think it's like 110 litre rub. And they've got like 1.5 foot of substrate. Which just keeps getting deeper because every time I put leaf litter in and stuff, it gets more dirt and then it just keeps piling up.
The AUTs or the Salmonensis, one of the fluorescent species. And
oh yeah, I got those as well. I got that other species. Sorry, I've got 10. I forgot about them.
I ain't got any.
I had the pink dragons, but they crashed. So
She's
tapping.
they're doing this. They're doing this. We got all the right shit going on.
Yeah, Spartan. I started with, I think it was 5 pink dragons, and then I had, I would say 400, 500, 600 of them, and then it just crashed.
Right. Was it AJ? I bought pink dragons, and they weren't pink dragons, and I gassed myself with them.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes, you did. Phil's like, I've been feeling so sick. And I went, Phil? He went, yeah. I went, did you rehouse those millipedes yesterday? And he went, yeah. And I went, and he went, oh.
I was like, oh, yeah. They produce a hell of a lot of cyanide, don't they?
Yeah.
Well,
But they weren't pink dragons. They were meant to be, but they were sold as pink dragons, but they weren't. But they still produce
Enjoy
a hell of a lot of cyanide.
Oh, he's got her up.
Yeah.
She's off the ground.
And then enough in the tank that even with like really good ventilation, it still stunk of it.
She's walking him out of the enclosure. Ah, bollocks. Right, hang on.
One of these spiders.
I've had to stop filming because I need to make sure he doesn't come out of the tub, so I don't want him to run all over my living room.
What are you breeding?
And Incy.
Ah. I was in there, so I missed what you were on about.
I've just put his tub in behind so that he can get into it if he needs to.
Hey, Moon.
Hi, Moon.
I
Right,
might
she's
try
fully
putting
up.
my jumpers in
Hey,
there.
man.
Maybe
Yeah, we'll try them tomorrow.
say in the pot.
No, we never will. Yes, Moon's getting ready for work.
Leah,
Yeah.
I just sent you Jack's list.
Okay. Right, I've got my hand behind. He's literally stood with his back legs on my hand.
Dave,
Yeah?
you want it?
What is it?
Jack's list.
Yeah, you can send it. I'll have a look. Mm-hmm. List is bigger than you want it.
Back up.
Often the case, man. Often the case, man.
Yeah. Why we give up the list?
Right, she's run back in her hole now because I've just had to separate them because she went up behind him. And I think she was about to munch. So I just put my paintbrush like that, just gently in between. And then as soon as I went to take it away again, she did a runner. She's come back out now. She's definitely receptive. She's letting him lift her up. He's just getting tired.
Still you on it?
Phil?
But
I said you
Mark's
got
up.
Jack's list.
I might as well.
I'll send it you then.
I might be able to afford something after the show.
Which Jack's this? Whose list is it?
Jack's Jungle.
Jack's Jungle.
All right.
He's got 9 mature male C. elegans. Now I don't need one.
Well, you know, I messaged him about the sell, don't you? He never got back to me.
That come through, Phil.
Yep, that's got it.
Oh.
She's backing him out of the tub again.
He sent us a list, and then when I inquired about it, I never got a message back. So, he lost out on a sale.
You can't get under her if you're above her. Are you dumb or what?
What's over there?
He's up on the top of the tub and she's on the floor and he's trying to get her to lift high enough, but she can't because she's on the floor. I've literally got the pot like this because he's backing out, waiting for him to walk backwards into his own enclosure.
Jade, you need to be saving some money for the show.
Soft shot, blondish, Funky Smith. No, I need a Funky Metallica male. Yeah, we didn't check on that one now.
No.
See how she doing.
Little dude, this is not going to work.
Tama. Oh. 4.
Let me move you out the way. Right, you go down there. You can't breed with it up here. There. Right. Now try. No, don't back up. Oh my god.
I mean, you come to the BTS, you don't want to get a Sparse Spiders mystery box.
Yep, I'll agree with that. They are awesome. And I might get myself another one.
Purely because
I'm
it's the only
getting
place you can get them from. You only ever get those at BTS.
Are we getting a mystery box this year? Sparse Spiders? Yeah, we got to get one.
And always
I should.
epic. Even if
It's
it's
only
a
mystery
30
box,
quid
though.
one,
Let's go. The only one we'll get now, because we always get the same crap in these bloody mystery boxes.
Come on, little guy. You're under it. You just gotta find the.
What's that?
But like, yeah, even like a 30 quid mystery box from Sparse Spiders is normally pretty epic.
Yeah. And what did we get? Did we get a 60 last year? Yeah, might have to up it.
Well, BTS is the day before Spartan's birthday. It's the day after my birthday this year.
What?
It's always my birthday. I always call it my birthday
Yeah.
weekend anyway. It's always just after
Yeah.
or on my birthday.
Are you still good to come out to the cocked hat this year, Phil?
Well, should be, hopefully.
Because your
That is-
birthday, so we've got to do a
that is-
birthday party.
That is the plan.
Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
where
just
we
trying to
have
work out because apparently some people are going elsewhere again.
Is that
I
where
don't
we
know.
went?
Yeah. Across the
For
road
dinner?
from the hotel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We'll
just
go
think-
there because we can go back to the hotel room and we can get some ciders and stuff and sit in there and drink.
No, I haven't
That's
done
the
it
same
yet,
thing.
so-
About
I don't
2 hours close.
Terry's already got a load in.
That's
I've
it.
already got plenty of cider.
We've got a whole bloody keg. Guys, we have insertion.
98 miles in
Is that what you say
Dudley.
to Terry?
Not 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it normally says, I wish you were Phil.
Oh, he properly got in there. She's bent over backwards. Holy crap. Hey, little guy. Did you do
Yeah,
your
we've
job?
got to do it, people. Yeah, nice.
Oh, sweetie, it's okay. Okay.
Polka are fantastic things. They're one of my favourites.
Look,
Yeah.
Phil,
Nah. What are
he
you
freaked out. He ran out and got my hand.
What the hell?
He's like, Mummy, save me from the big mean spider. Look.
No, don't drive.
I don't know if he wants to go back in again. Literally, he got her, he bent her over, and then that just sounds so wrong. But he bent her backwards, and then he sort of pushed really fast and then ran. And then the first thing I had, because I put the pot down underneath because I was trying to see, the only thing I had was my hand, and now he's just sat there like,
Save me.
You have one of those, what? Oh, no. Right. You've got the rabbit right.
Do you want to go again?
You football.
Do you want to try again, or are you good?
How have you worked that out? Like, if you're in Dudley, BTS is only in Coventry.
Yeah, that's not far, is it?
It's not 98 miles.
Can't be.
Well, it's in between Coventry and Leamington Spa, so it ain't that.
No.
Which would be they'd be your two closest shows.
Right, let's have a look. Hang on.
92 miles of Google Maps, really? Or are you talking about BTS or a different show?
Centre.
If you're talking about London, then yeah. But
Dudley.
as at the Warwick Event Centre, which is
Yeah, no,
in between-
Dudley to there is only 46 miles. 52 minutes. Yeah, it's in the Warwick Event Centre.
You all right, Trond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put him back up on the edge of her enclosure and he's just sat there contemplating life. Whether it's a good idea or not.
She's shaving the bunny.
Aww.
I'm still waiting. Supposed to have my haircut today. No, the bunny comes first. But then again, John, she could be shaving him down ready to put in the pot.
No.
Yeah.
Which one are you shaving, Castiel?
Yep.
Well, just save yourself the trouble and shave them both.
Yeah.
Me and Dave
Said save them both. I'm going to pot. You know, he's getting his eyebrows done, his whiskers done, everything. He gets special treatment. He gets special treatment.
Tell Nat I paid my INSEE.
She's pairing the inch, but she's shaving that rabbit on the side, you know. She's pairing the inch. Yeah, the mail ran out of her hand.
Yeah.
The mail ran out and she had it on her hand. Oh, so only an hour.
Well, there you go. Yeah, BTS only an hour. Yeah, I can say.
An hour's not fine. It takes us 2, maybe just over.
About 2 hours from me.
Saying that though, I tell a lie, it'll take us about 4 because she'll have that many bleeding pit stops for a coffee and a McDonald's and a tea break.
Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Oh yeah, Amy. Oh.
Hey, Amy. Well, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you all. I have an early start tomorrow, so
Okie dokie.
I need
No
to
problem,
sleep.
Tron.
And it's 5:11, so
Okay.
yeah.
Well, sleep well, Tron.
Night, Trond. Love
See you soon.
you.
Bye, John.
Bye.
How you feeling, Amy? Mm-hmm. Better. Yeah.
Just making a short with the pairing. Sorry. Oh, hope you're alright, Amy.
Speaking of shots, I come in the room earlier and I said, "What the hell are you doing? You've been sat like glued to a phone for ages, looking all suspicious." You put a shot on.
Oh, bless her.
All by herself.
Well done, that.
She's well pleased with herself, she says.
Good.
She's getting there. So the past week, what? You put a short on YouTube, a couple of re-houses of like OBT and whatnot. So she's getting there. She's getting there.
She is. 100%.
Neo Hollow Sally Entry. I gotta sound it out if I can't spell it. Oh, fun.
What's that? What's
Oh,
the
he-
man?
I've not had dinner now. A couple of hours ago. And he was maxing.
Surely I want to see this box.
So did you bring all your washing up? Then you were having nothing. Yeah, when you brought your washing up then.
Leo,
Yeah?
do you know when I send you this box and you open it? It's going to look like the inside of a bag of Starburst.
I love bright colours.
What's we done?
Dave,
Oh, hang on, I got a phone call.
you can tell how well Nat's doing with getting videos out. She's pulling more out than Leah.
I know, yeah. You hear that?
I think I know.
No.
All right.
A little bit. Yeah.
There's a little one float.
No, I don't think I'd recommend it either, Amy.
So that on nothing.
There is my sound back.
Yep, I can hear you.
Awesome.
Sorry, your wife put it like in yeah.
Sorry,
I
phone
can
call
hear
coming through.
you.
Emma rang me. She'll probably be on in a minute.
Did she? And how is she?
She's good. She's back from the Minecraft movie, apparently.
Ah,
So I'm just sorting this video out. Edit.
Yeah. Not a dirty bowl, it's the one literally that I just used like 10 minutes. some
Right.
sweet milk.
Yeah, it's very sweet, Hunter.
Tron's after duty. He's got to be up early for work. Yeah.
Schwartz.
And he works too, and then he's got 3 off. He has the rare Minecraft figure.
Oh, nice, Amy. He can
See
do that
how
himself.
much that LSD Earth Tiger was on Jack's list? 170 quid.
Oh, wow.
Right, you gonna run your own bar?
Mind
You running
you,
your own bar?
it is a female.
Sorry, I thought they were about to like go at each other, but they weren't. That's fine. I
He's
think
still-
he's had his fill. He's trying to get out again.
He's had his fill. I
Don't
mean,
think he
she's
wants
had her
that.
fill.
By the seams of things, yeah. He's trying to escape, and she's trying to mate with him again. So I don't know what's going on here. I think maybe they're done. At least for tonight. I'll try him again in a day or two. There we go. To be fair, he did a really good job. He was in there. He definitely did what he needed to do. So hopefully it's a successful.
lad.
Yeah. And he escaped with his life.
Fingers crossed.
Big time. Be cool. That's one I haven't paired yet because I've either only had males or I've had just the one female. So I've obviously tried with the male and female that you've got. But that was a lot of running away.
Turned out to be Guy.
Oh, yes. He definitely
Offered
doesn't
it
look
on
like
a-
women.
Offered it on a plate and he didn't want to know.
No. Phil, the female was like the female and male Mark's got, right? The male,
Yep.
it wasn't Mark's male. It was mine. And then basically it went in for the breed and like he literally saw 1 foot of the female and he ran away, right? The female came out full on like she was proper receptive, like she wanted it more than like I've ever seen anything ever. Like she was properly like nearly lifting herself up for him and everything. He just kept running away.
Oh, God.
It was ridiculous. Then I put him in. I was like, right, okay, we'll just see what happens. We'll leave him in overnight and see what happens. Left him in overnight, got up the next morning. He was stood in the other corner, like frightened to hell. I was like, okay, yeah, that was probably really mean of me. Sorry.
I got a green femur on a phantom egg. And do you think she'll let go of it?
Silly spider.
Vinegaroons are cool. Starting. Do like a vinegaroon.
No, that's something I've never kept.
What, vinegaroon? That was.
Yeah.
Dave, you need a vinegaroon.
I don't know.
Have fun.
I'm running out of space to put things.
Phil, your
So
mum
they are
needs to
cool,
get
Dave.
a profile photo sorted.
Vinegaroons are awesome.
They are awesome.
Right, Elle's going. Why are you bringing a tire in here? Because it smells. In my room. Got a tire in your room? Because Elle put it in my room. That's weird.
One day.
How am I meant to pass to?
Yeah, Tony will already have some.
Look at my tire. Don't give me a tire. Look at my tire.
If
Lex has a
Tony
tire.
doesn't, TSS will have some probably.
Lex has a tire.
Okay, as you do.
You know,
Yeah.
teenagers, eh? Hi, Mark.
Hello, Alexa.
And Dave.
And then
I like to.
She didn't know who else was there.
Yeah.
Because Dave's not talking.
You liar! Carry on,
You know, I
with it,
love
and carry on, and I'll turn that printer off.
Okay.
Halfway through whatever colour that is.
I'm sorry.
No, it's like a peachy. Well,
I said pinks in it. You like that, don't you, Leah?
oh no, man! I sent her a picture of the second one, and straight away she said, "I need this." But before she did, I said, "No, you're not allowed this one." So I knew she'd want it. I knew she'd want to keep that one.
He's mean.
Well, once you go leave this house, you also do what you want with them.
Oh no, I'm in trouble with this. Right, there we go. Copy.
I do, Spartan. I think Phil might. Do you have centipedes, don't you, Phil?
Yep.
Yeah. I've got about 7, I think. Maybe 7 or 8.
I got 1.
I got 0, and that's the way it's staying.
Well, I was just about to say that, Matt, before you beat me to it. I was about to say, now ask Matt the same question. Yeah, we've got a Borneo blue. Nice big one as well. Well, same big with decent size. What's that biggest one we've got? Hyanenum? Yeah.
that's the one that's in the glass tank.
Ooh, give some
That's the
Borneo
tiger
blue there,
with
isn't
it.
it?
That's cute.
Well, I've got the big Hyanenum, and then we've got tiny little centipede of the Hyanenum and the Hyanenum dark.
I've got a dark or Black Knight.
Yeah. Oh. Got a little diddy little thing like that, aren't we?
Mine's like adult female.
No, mine's not. Mine's a little skinny thing.
Which when I got it, I was like, oh my. I was like, well, I thought it was out when I got it. It's like, oh, there's always a chance that's going to be grabbing in a malted. It was like, oh, no. I got that.
What are you grabbing in your bed?
I've got Scolopendra Singulata.
Don't think I've got one.
No. E-Trig.
Not got one.
So, and the what's it called? Natalis, whatever it's called.
You know, I've got what 3 Hyanenums. Which red's that? In there? The blood red. Oh no, the cherry red. Because I lost my blood red. The Nitidus, Borneo blue, 2 Rice longer peas. I think that's about it. Can't remember. Oh, Jade, they're alright as long as you keep them secure. Like, definitely no holes they can get out of. I mean, you can ask Nat that because she was doing the feeding. She took the actual lid off the enclosure, turned around, she was doing whatever, and then sat there and realised that it was a centipede that she'd left open. She thought it was a scorpion enclosure she was doing.
Luckily, was sitting just round the corner. Get out.
Yeah, we got one of them off you, didn't we, Amy? The longy peas.
You've got one as well off me that was it from Amy as well.
Yeah, I know that was Amy's as well.
Right. For the launch, I've got some new hair clips that'll be available.
Ooh,
Where did go in my hair, Phil?
Oh, right, they
show them.
skeletal hands.
Oh,
they're
don't show me. Oh. Nah, it's got new hair clips, skeleton hands. Metal.
The current going
Well,
silver
probably.
and dark.
Silver like that. Like that, but skeleton hands.
They're nice.
So 2 different shades.
Oh,
Hello,
that's too good for me, Phil.
Who did you just say hello to?
Donna,
Hey.
I thought she'd left when she'd been talking.
Did she say something in chat? Oh my god, my TV's not showing me any chat.
I reckon this one's going to be popular.
Centipede, yuck.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, nice.
And hello again,
That
Donna.
one. That one. It's got like spider one too. It's like 2 spiders with little dangly bits on the right
That one's
clip.
very nice. I think that one will sell fast.
That's his testicles, Dave.
Huh?
That's his
No doubt
testicles.
that'll be a Phil flavor one or something.
Still need to do
I
another.
run in the background because she was busy. That's fair enough.
Yeah. One of these is for Amy. But I do have others.
Oh, Jed, they don't try and escape. They're all right.
What one you having? That's good then, Donna. What one you having, Amy? The dark one or the lighter one?
This one's this one.
Oh yeah, the dark, lighter one.
The spider with dangly bits.
Yeah, that's why she wants it, because the spider's got dangly bits.
Mark's at it again. Trying to kill me off.
Yeah, get your insurance, Dave.
Do you know what? She keeps saying that.
I don't know.
I need to get.
Actually, on
I said, well, Mark's at it again,
the
trying to kill me off. I said, yeah, well, you got to get your insurance.
Oh, you should get yourself insured.
No.
I'm not worth much, me, Mark.
Mark, look who it is.
That
One
tiger.
of the skeletal hand ones. I've actually got a
Nova.
little skull on the end of
Nova.
the fingers.
Bloody hell. Nova, you old fart.
He's lolly. He's a lolly fluffy boy.
Nova.
He's so fluffy.
So, hair clips are all a £5.
Nope. He's so
Yeah,
flimin' soapy. He's got no spatial awareness, that cat.
Alright,
Yeah.
can't stand it.
What's the said price?
Do you know what?
£5.
I had a bald head all my life.
£5.
Till that one changed me.
I never had a bald head all my life.
Oh, I did that. Bald head and clean shaven. Now so let me bleeding chop it off.
Huh?
It's at her orders I have some sort of hair.
Yeah.
No.
Mute a second.
No.
Oh no, hey mate, if it's Donna, you've got to charge a triple. She's Scottish.
Donna wants a spider one for BTS.
Yeah, the spider with dangly bits, or I do have other spider ones as well.
Yeah. Phil, remember, triple price. It's Donna. Yes, hey mate, I was.
So there is that one as well. I quite the one with the black of the dangles are really nice, I think. Then there
Bear with
is
me, Amy. Bear with me, Amy, I'll show you. If I can find it.
there's also spider web as well. got a few of each design.
Remember the bloody passwords.
Yeah, I'll be taking the lot with me, and everything will be out.
That much.
Also got some.
Do you want one? Do you want to key one? Tell me, who's been from home?
So what?
Have a look.
720 views.
One with the dangly bits or the hand sort of ones.
Ah, wait a minute. God,
Also have some new bits for the my like mini decor pick and mix of like little geckos in different colours.
Pink.
What about pink?
We need
I've
pink.
I've got better than pink. Got a purple one. Those are a few purple ones.
haha, got it. Got into the account. Yes.
What have we got?
Bless you, Phil.
Have you been checking lessons off, Phil?
Where are they? Ah.
Like that.
Hey?
Also go for mini decor, mini frogs.
Got sneak.
Nice ones, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Means 100 quid a pod. That could be one tub, depending on the pods. I spend more than that on the tub of pods. Oh well, I did get this recently. But got myself bum. I'm myself now have to get some more because they're a lot better than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
How about that? Really soft as well. I just need to figure out a price. Nice one. Yeah. I'll probably have red pandas at the show. If I can be bothered to pack up white sharks, white sharks. I'll have red patchongs. Probably have pink pandas as well.
Where's Amy there? Let's see.
As well as others, orange freezies, piggies, regular panda kings.
Alright, Amy, I'll just send you 2 photos.
And a whole bunch of others. Probably have 5 Blue Angels.
Well, if you're sending Amy photos, Dave, you might as well get Nat to send me some.
Not like that, Mark.
Well,
Going to our males, Amy.
I'm drinking, Dave.
Huh? Ah, I've had that for ages.
One, I don't think I'll have cherry
What?
blossoms available in July.
Know what? I don't want no sausage bits.
They're certainly not going to be
Oh.
given away. They might be traded for things.
Told you that's me, Amy. At least I'm bothered. Shit.
On my list is to trade some cherry blossoms once I have enough with Chris for crabbies.
I'll trade you.
So you got to trade.
To be your best friend forever.
Oh,
Find out anyway.
no, yeah. Trying to be scammed here, Phil.
Actually,
I
no,
know?
you're not. No, you're not actually. No.
I'm not your best friend forever.
No, Amy is.
Ah.
No, she's your lover forever. I'm your best friend forever.
And everything.
I'll fight Amy. I won't. I'm scared of her.
I'm going for a wait. I'm back in a minute.
Oh, tell Nat I didn't mean to send her that one.
She didn't need to send you that one. Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to send her the YouTube link and I sent her the TikTok one because I put it on both.
Well, no, Leo. I need Panda Kings at BTS.
Yes, remind me beforehand, otherwise I'll forget. But I've got plenty.
But you said you'll bring me some and you never
Ooh,
did.
nice one, Simon. But yeah,
No, I love you, Amy.
What, is Amy offering out fights?
Yeah, me. Because I said I'll fight her because I said that Phil's my best friend forever.
look, the Kibara speakers I think are really underrated.
They are. Did you see my photo?
No.
I sent Phil a photo. Where's Phil? There's Phil. Right. So I got to scroll back a little bit. Okay, I took like 20 of the same photo because, you know, like one photo of the same thing isn't enough.
Probably have some. Yeah, probably might be start bringing penguins with me. / white side / orca, whatever you want to call them, or anything.
Mine are exploding again.
Oh,
Look at his little face. Yeah.
What are them big ones like? The Jestroys, but big.
what giant Jestroy?
I don't know, I've got my stocks. You sent me the Hoffman signature. No. What the fucking gone? Don't know. They didn't call them a giant Jestroy, but they're like they've got the yellowy patterns on. Like.
Cannibals are cool. Cannibals eat a hell of a lot of substrate. They don't really eat much else. They just eat all the substrate.
That's a red panda, that one, Phil. The colour's a bit muted on it because of the lighting. Just sent you another one.
Did you say that's a red panda?
I think so.
Yeah, 'cause
I might be.
it doesn't look like one, does it?
You want me?
No.
I mean, you can tell it's Kibara's, but.
Oh, there he is. Hassie. Yeah, the Hassies.
Hassie are nice. Personally, Hassie are nice.
Oh, look, we've got babies in there.
And then I sent you another one.
I can't remember what the bleeding hell they were called.
Leah, do you need any mulch yet?
No, Mark.
No.
Can you see what I see, Phil?
Heavily gravid. Which one's that one?
Yep,
Lucky.
that is Ducky. Yeah.
Hmm?
I can.
So
If
that-
you look, you can see the eye spots. Like you can see the little spots.
Yeah, if you
If
zoom in.
Stubbs on the
I
bus
counted
chirping or
6.
Yeah, I've done this in chat.
not speaking all night, he's either on his guitar or on his key.
Oh, I didn't
He's on
try
his
and,
guitar.
was it mobbing last night? No, Friday night maybe. Baby Ardentiella species pastel.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm trying to get, like, whenever I can, I'm trying to get as many photos, like reference photos. So in the future, say for example, I stop keeping a species, I can go back and look at a reference. So like that is a really good reference of a gravid female, like what they look like for a rubber ducky. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get
Yeah.
as many like really close up photos as I can possibly get. But some are just adorable, so I have to share them because I'm just like, look at that, isn't that cute? But yeah. By the
Yeah,
way,
no,
Phil,
no-
I'm semi-ripping off your idea. I'm going to be building terrariums, but I'm not selling them at the shows. I had the idea because I said to Terry, I said, well, I could do terrariums because I have lots of cuttings of plants to make them with. I said I could do them and put them on the table when we do the thingy shows.
And then I had a thought. Then in front of me on a table will be something heavy and made of glass. And if somebody pisses me off, I can throw it at the back of their head.
Maybe it's not such a good idea.
Yeah, just send you a picture of a baby Ardentiella species pastel.
That's what I was actually meant to be doing.
Cannibals are all pretty huge.
Probably won't be long before I have Hopman's Eggy Yeti available.
I was going to do something then. Oh, I was going to show the cannibal.
Yeah.
Kind of obsessed, like low-key obsessed with the cannibals because of the size of them. Ignore my ganky hand.
Yeah, they're a cool big pod.
They are.
And look so similar to marine pods.
Yes. I think that's why I like them so much because they're quite unusual.
Oh yeah, they're unusual.
You know me, Phil, unusual pets and all that.
Finish it off.
Oh, is this one gravid?
It's a bit blurred, but
Yeah, I don't know because it's got yellow bits all around the outside. I can't work it out. But it was just a cannibal. It flipped over because I was trying to move it to
I need to do
basically
those.
the big carrot
Really?
I put in there went all icky.
I've got some bits. Got some more bits of that. So I'll make some this week. Ready for the show. I need to find the bits.
I agree, Amy.
I've got all the bits to do it. I believe.
Do
I
it.
need to find what I've done with all the bits.
I'm
What
going to
else
go
was
collect
there?
those things tomorrow.
What's a
Phil.
terrarium pendant?
Those blocks.
Literally a little terrarium necklace. So a necklace where you have a little terrarium on it.
Yeah, Phil made her one. How cute is that?
That small? What?
It's adorable. Amy, have you got a photo?
Hang on. So does that mean that in between Amy's mountains is a little land of greenery?
A little piece of land, terrarium.
I've probably got a photo somewhere.
Yes, Amy. Tigers.
Yes, get give me some den tigers.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, we
I
need
said
to
to
see this.
Adrian, what I'll do is I'll go up the thing and go collect some from up there because I know there's some up there. I've seen them. And then when we come back, when we meet up, me and Amy can swap a few and then make sure we've got like a really diverse bloodline to start with. We should make them stronger. Have you seen them?
Where's my pictures of it? Sure took photos of the pendant.
If anybody wants to know what the den is like, that's a den tiger. And they are UK native. There you go, Dave. Can you see it in the group?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. That's cool.
I found a photo of it.
Yeah, Amy put a picture in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It was kind of a experiment to see whether it would work and stuff a little bit, and it did.
Oh, nice, Amy.
So yeah, no, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over there somewhere. I need to do that.
Good idea, Phil, as well. Is if you can get somebody to or whatever, is print out like a little like care leaflet to say like you need to, when you're not wearing it, you need to keep it in a bright area or whatever. Because you don't want people sticking it in a drawer.
No. I mean,
because I know people will do
in some
that.
ways, you'd almost hope that they're like, oh yeah, it's a living terrarium.
It's people. I don't think people are clever in general. Some are. Phil, I decided I keep my half of
Oh god.
Which one is hatched?
The weird one.
Ooh. Yeah, that's it. Amy. Otherwise, you just know some dumbass is going to turn around and go, "Oh, by the way, that little terrarium I bought off you, it died."
And you look them straight in the face and go, "Did you put it in the daylight?"
That is nice as put when you're in an area. Girl gone missing round my area. Great.
What's that?
Girl, 15 years old, Rebecca. She lives down the back, down by there.
Yeah.
She gone missing.
Around there.
Described as 5'7",
Slim build with long ginger hair that often wears down. Rebecca's last known to be wearing black leggings and a purple jumper, and has links to Cumbrian. She's urged to get in touch.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's school holidays and she's gone out in the piss with her friends.
I don't know, the police are involved. Silly girl.
I don't know, Terry, the way some kids dress these days.
Well,
Off the streets.
so, me and Leah walked behind some girls in Abergavenny the other day, and she just looked at me and she went, "You'd never let Alexa out the house like I would." I was like, "Nope."
No, I wouldn't either. The girl was wearing basically knickers. And I was like, I'm not saying, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not victim blaming or anything. Like, if something happened to her, it's still on the person who did it. But the point is, like,
Asking for trouble.
yeah, it's
really
just
is.
not.
I do often wonder though, do their parents actually not give a shit?
Well, they mustn't do, Terry. Because I won't let my daughter out like that.
I wouldn't let mine out with that.
Yeah,
Like, don't get me wrong, Alexa wears short shorts, but she doesn't wear them out of the house. She wears them around the house because my house is like an oven and we all boil to death most days. So, like, yeah, we all wear shorts around the house. But when she goes out, she has leggings on or something like that. Like, she never. Yeah, that's true, Donna. It's true.
It's these days, the way they're dressed, he's just asking for trouble, and there's that many pervs out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sickos.
This is true.
I can honestly say I'm glad I've got no daughters.
Lucky you.
Yeah, very lucky me.
What plants do well in dark areas? None is what I'm going to say.
Plastic ones.
Some will stay alive in dark areas, but they're not doing well. That's the difference. Pothos will work in if it's a low light environment. Pothos will grow. What I will say though is that it's not going to thrive. You're not going to get like nice bushy shrubbery. You're going to get like
still going to want some grow lights over the
spindly
top.
branches that reach. Yeah, put grow lights, perfect. Oh yeah, happy birthday to your daughter, Donna. I remember seeing it on Facebook. I commented happy birthday, I think. I'm sure I did.
Yeah,
Oh, Phil, did you hear one of your favorite YouTubers, that Jake Paul and his brother, have been challenged to an MMA fight by Eddie Hall?
Oh, okay. I don't know who the first two you spoke of, who they are.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
He's the one who fought Mike Tyson.
The one who went up against Mike Tyson.
Oh, okay.
He's a YouTuber.
Apparently.
Making a centipede live in live plant. I just use a load of moss and something. That's all I have in my centipedes. Dirt, moss, live plants, and then a nice chunk of wood.
I find because I've got LEDs over some of mine, it doesn't really seem to bother them. Some of them aren't particularly necessarily all that bright. I still need to install the luminaires I bought ages ago.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good forward to watch, that would. You know, right away, but be good to see him walk the floor with him.
Exactly. Apparently, they rang him and said, "We'll fight you as long as you go down in the third round."
Yeah, right.
That's what they said, Eddie.
Sure.
And Eddie laughed and hung up on him. I like Eddie Hall. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
he-
I will watch
he
his
is.
stuff.
Yeah. Have you seen his
What?
He's got
What's
like
his
videos of him, and he's like
Oh,
pulled his
very
like
good.
short right up his arse.
I seen that one with the tank where he went into the petrol station.
Oh, Matt, have you not seen him drive over somebody's car in the car park?
Nah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I saw one where he got into
arrested as well. Green
I think
coppers
it was a
arrested him.
Reliant Rob. What was that tiny car he got into?
So that was smart.
Yeah, it was like one of those little teeny tiny cars, and he got into it.
Yeah.
And then his
Yeah.
mate was trying to get into it, and he's as tall as him, like he's big bloke as well. And he's like, "How the bloody hell did you get in here?" And he's trying to get in, and he couldn't get his legs to go in there. I was dying.
Yeah, I've seen that one with his little car. He's driving around everywhere.
Yeah. I'm assuming you know who Eddie Hall is, Phil.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, the strongest man.
Right.
Where do you watch them videos on YouTube or TikTok?
Yeah, just type in Eddie Hall on YouTube and just look through his videos.
I don't pay much attention to him.
It was funny on that when he's getting arrested. He's like, these little coppers, he said, "You are not handcuffing me."
Like if you were a police officer, you just go, "Oh, okay, pick him up."
Oh, it was funny though. I couldn't. Have you seen him in that? What's that? That place where you go and have your dinner, like, and they properly insult you and swear at you and everything.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
Diner.
one.
No, wasn't it
Oh, have you seen
Betty's?
them?
Maggie's.
I've seen that one.
I don't know why people like go like. It's a bit funny, but like, why would you want to be insulted? I don't really get
It's
it.
just a bit of a laugh.
Oh yeah, but you know me, I just end up crying.
Yeah, but they give you had to work after the day.
Yeah, we could take Amy. That would be funny.
Oh, I'm watching thing on Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. I used to really like him and watch him all the time until the crap happened.
What you mean? They had Catch 'em All fishing on, and they caught the same
Yeah.
Burmese python about 8 times in 8 different videos.
Yep. Dave's got hiccups now. I had hiccups all day.
Oh, yeah. It's my own fault drinking beer, but, you know.
What's in your rhino iguana enclosure now, Phil?
Nothing.
Nothing at the minute. You getting anything to go in it?
Probably not.
No, they're on about letting the the armadillos have it, aren't they?
Why? So it can take more of a run up at Phil.
They were, and then I don't know what's happening there.
Oh.
Who knows?
Have you made friends with that armadillo yet, Phil?
Oh, no, it'll never happen.
Give it time.
I don't know that at all.
That building just needs to be completely redone and needs to be tore down and brand new building built, really.
Yeah. I'll agree with you on that one.
With a bigger invert house. Really, Phil, right? If they want to, like, cheap, like,
Good night, Donna.
cheaper,
Oh, night, Donna.
Yeah,
if they made
well,
an invert house, if they made a bigger invert house, it wouldn't be that more expensive, would it? I mean, inverts are cheap.
They're
Oh,
cheaper
Amy.
than free.
Hey, mate, we got a new gecko. Look,
That David Beckham.
it's my new little gecko. The pet one. I'm going to feed it.
Oh God.
Look.
What's a Mia rat?
Yeah. What?
Meerkat.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say
Meerkat.
meerkat.
Oh, that's good. Why was she taken out, Phil?
She just was.
I forgive you, Amy.
No, that was a typo. I was an autocorrect and that autocorrected wrongly.
Phil says, I'm selling Mantis internationally. What?
It was an autocorrect. That corrected it completely the wrong word.
Amy, I think you need
It's
to
meant
have
to
an
say initially,
extension built
change
on
it
your
to internationally.
place.
Oh my God. Is that a pea puffer? No, it's a little yellow box puffer. Oh my God, it's the baby one. It's so tiny.
Ooh, well, I'm probably going to close the stream in 2 minutes.
No
We're coming on to
problem.
11 o'clock, so it's going on quite late. We'll be live tomorrow night on the channel with either me or Amy. Well, I'll probably be on it regardless.
It's Amy's week.
Amy, make sure you go to the doctors as well.
Yeah, Amy, the angry retic has a new home.
We will soon.
Terry's got to ring up tomorrow. He's supposed to ring today, but he didn't.
Oh, you found a home for it?
Find a home for both of them.
For both of them, they're going to a rescue. They're going to take them on and keep them.
Oh.
They want to work with them. Night, Jade.
No, Jade.
No, Jade. Sleep well.
I feel sad about it, but I'm also happy they're going to a new home.
Who's going to get the anaconda parents dead then?
Okay. Tarantulas like laying their eggs is mental.
Oh yes.
Sorry, I'm watching a video of it. It's just mad.
I know.
As you get one and my mum will get the other.
I want that bloody black monitor they've got. The black dragon. Ely.
My mum was looking at it the other day.
Hey, mate, I hope you feel better soon.
The sort of friendly one was in
And
shed, so
if
it was
not,
like
get down the doctors.
you didn't want to sort of interact too much. And then it's also like, oh my God, there's people. There's people that want to see you now. Alright, it's 11 o'clock, so yeah, I'm going to shut the stream down. There's everyone
Good night,
enjoyed it.
everybody.
And see, hopefully, you all again tomorrow night.
Go down the walking centre.
Good night, everyone. Yeah, look after yourself. Right, bye.
Night, everyone.
Later, everyone.